This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah. Log on and join our live conversation.
He said this as we were coming on TV.
TBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, May 20th. We're live and we're talking about what you're talking about. Right now, I'm here with Erica and Brandon. I'm Jeff. Let's get to it, guys. Erica, I know it's a sad day for you. After 8 seasons, it's all over.
Yeah.
And tonight, the numbers are in for the Game of Thrones finale. 19 million viewers tuned in. That makes it the most watched TV series in HBO history. And a warning, major spoilers ahead, guys. All right, so Bran ended up as the king, Erica, which the actor himself thought was a joke. Sansa,
I know, that was hilarious.
That was crazy, right? Sansa, his sister, is the queen of the north now, which remained independent. Sister Arya took off to explore, well, whatever is west of Westeros. Jon Snow was banished to the Night's Watch, but he was reunited with Ghost, his dire wolf. Possibly the most exciting moment was when Jon Snow killed his lover / aunt Daenerys, who went all Mad Queen and slaughtered the people of King's Landing last episode. And she made a dramatic exit in the claws of her dragon, who flew off into the distance, but not before he completely melted the Iron Throne. And check out this eagle-eyed fan who spotted another mistake in last night's episode. The water bottle, that's right, that was left behind Sam's leg. And this comes on the heels of another major mess up. A to-go coffee cup was left on the table. How could you forget that?
Just terrible. I feel like they gave up on us. The writers absolutely gave up on us. Bran is the king. Bran is the king? Like, come on now. Like, I didn't even finish last night's episode. Like, that's how bad it was to me. So, Erica, being Mary Jane, whatever it is that you watch, I'm on the bandwagon with you.
I think it's in its last season, isn't it?
Well, they've already done they did a made-for-TV movie. That was the last thing.
I didn't think it was the worst. I didn't think it was. I agree with you. They could have put a couple more episodes together. Yeah. I thought, but I mean, they tried to put a button on everything. Yeah. They did Jon Snow dirty, man. They did him dirty. He saved the world twice, and then they banish him off.
But we didn't get to see a fight between Grey Worm and Jon Snow. Like, the dragon didn't take out. Like, what's up, dragon? You're a dragon. He just killed the queen. He killed your mother. You're not gonna burn him to death. Man,
see what happened?
I think I do.
All right.
It's over.
Over.
Done. I was gonna.
This is the last day. Well, we're not done talking about it.
Oh.
Oh, you
for
wanna
today.
Do the song.
For today.
No, I was humming taps, people.
All right, we have a
Taps.
lot to say about
Day is
Game of
done,
Thrones.
gone's the sun, okay?
Some more than others. That we're going to continue this conversation in just a few minutes. We're going to share your comments, and we want to hear your DBL take on the finale. All right, guys? But right now, we have some other stories to get to. Rihanna is breaking the glass ceiling again, this time for the fashion industry. She just announced her luxury clothing line Fenty in partnership with LVMH brands. They also own Louis Vuitton, Fendi, and Givenchy. Rihanna becomes the first black woman to run a major luxury fashion house. In a New York Times interview, she says she feels so proud while she's making money off of this and her makeup line and her music. She says that's not what it's all about. Rihanna says, quote, "I'm not being driven by money right now. Money is happening along the way, but I'm working out of what I love to do." She goes on to say, quote, "The money means that I can take care of my family. I can create jobs for other people. My money is not for me."
Yeah.
Whew, good on her.
Yeah, I think you have to get to a point, especially when you've gotten so much success at a very young age, that you have to be driven by other things. Generally, it's driven by creating, because if you're not creating, you're kind of dying. The fact that she is such a Midas touch, everything she touches turns to gold, then I do believe it's your responsibility to create opportunities for other people. That's what she's doing. I'm super excited about it because Rihanna is someone who fluctuates in weight. She's she talks about it all the time. When she gets a little heavier, she calls herself Thickana. And I want to see some high-end designers for the Thickana, because I want it for Thick Erica.
Erica, I love what you're saying. I got to go another route with this because I'm a little upset that she's the first black woman to head something with LVMH. I mean, you look at Louis Vuitton, Marc Jacobs, Givenchy. They haven't sold millions and millions of records. Like, I don't understand why is she the first one? I'm glad for her, but like, why has it taken it so long for a black woman to head one of these like luxury brands, luxury lines?
I was under the impression that it was she has the biggest. I don't know if she's the only woman of color who has done this.
Okay.
Right, for the major luxury brands.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, but good on her either way.
For sure.
I understand what your point, but good on her. I mean,
absolutely.
I always listen to these motivational tapes, and they say once they get to a certain point, like Erica said, it's no longer out the money because it loses value.
Yep.
You know, what their value is in life is about giving back to the community, and that's exactly what she's doing.
Yep.
I love it. All right, guys, today a video of Arnold Schwarzenegger is going viral while he was meeting with fans at the Arnold Sports Festival in South Africa over the weekend. Somebody drop-kicked him in the back. Look at that. There's that guy. Let's watch it in slow-mo here. Oh, my goodness. And Arnold barely budges. You can see someone came up from behind Arnold and kicked him in the back, and now he's responding saying, quote, "A lot of you have asked, but I'm not pressing charges. I hope this was a wake-up call and he gets his life back on the right track, but I'm moving on, and I'd rather focus on the thousands of great athletes I met." I mean, Arnold's a bigger man than me in more ways than one.
Yeah,
you know?
because you remember the movie Casino when they caught the guys cheating?
Yeah.
You're supposed to bring that dude, whoever that is, you're supposed to bring that dude back to one of those rooms with no security cameras, and you got to tune him up a little bit. It's security guard.
Tune
him up. Like, why not? Like, it's just like,
That's an East
I don't know
Coast
why
saying.
people are being so emboldened about doing these sort of things. Remember the kid in Australia that cracked the egg over the politician's head?
Yeah, but that was warranted.
Yeah, I hate that politician, but at the same time, it's like, come on now. You can't put your hands or feet on somebody.
Right, but that's the thing. That's what kind of bothers me in then today's day and age, I guess. I don't know, I'm old school. But I would have liked if Arnold could kick him in the back and then they could go both their separate ways. But had Arnold reacted to that, Arnold's the one going to get in trouble, not this punk kid.
Yeah, but you see him pull away. Look, they're pulling him away. Grab him up. Look, that's a good grab. Pull him away. Now, video ends.
Yeah, but that's where people get into trouble.
Oh my gosh.
What happened after that?
I just have to commend Arnold Schwarzenegger, because not only, if you watch the video, it's like what happens to me when I get stung by something, where you're like, ooh, what was that? That's what he acted like. Ooh, what was that? And then he was like, that punk idiot. He doesn't even care. It just literally rolled off his back. But had that been another 70-year-old man, we could have been having a very different conversation.
Good point. Let's not forget how old he is.
Yeah,
He's in his 70s, Arnold Schwarzenegger, but still a rock.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Tonight, Jeopardy champ James Holzhauer is back, and it could be his 23rd consecutive win. He's already has a total winning of $1.6 million. Everyone is blown away by the 34-year-old sports bettor, even previous champions. Let's listen.
He's playing a whole different game.
He plays a game in the way all of us other champions have theorized about playing, but we never did it because we're all cowards, and apparently he is not.
You know, go for the daily doubles and the higher value clues at first.
He's willing to take the big risks.
I did not have the stomach for that when I was on Jeopardy!
Erica, this is your Game of Thrones.
Yeah, well, kind of. So here, for people who don't know, the past couple weeks has been the tournament of teachers, which I sadly I haven't watched it yet. But so he's taken a 2-week hiatus. I'm interested to see if that 2-week hiatus made him a little rusty, and I think a lot of other people are too.
Erica, 22 games in a row, 1.6 million. He's gotten 803 answers right out of 830. The boy's ready.
Brandon, how many games did you play in your career?
What? I couldn't tell you.
And what the percentage that you completely bombed because you were out of rhythm?
In terms of games, not too many. Not too many.
It happens, and it's a possibility. So I say tune in tonight.
It's going to be exciting for sure.
Okay.
All right, guys, we want to wish a very happy birthday to living legend Cher. She turns 73 today. Let's get over to Stephanie Jones with a look back at some of her iconic styles. It's coming in hot.
There's a website.
Thanks, Jeff. Now, there are too many amazing looks to count from Cher, but let's start with this outfit from the 1973 On the Glen Campbell Show. And who could forget this two-piece outfit from designer Bob Mackie? Now, this is probably one of her most iconic looks from the 1986 Oscars. And in 1988, she wore this to the Oscars, where she won Best Actress. She looks amazing, and our birthday tribute would not be complete without listening to some of Cher's best songs. Here's some of our favourites. Oh, and that second picture, she looked smoking. DBL Nation, what are some of your favourite Cher songs? We want to know.
Not that last one.
Yeah, right. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. I love it.
You do?
That's like her version of Bust Down, Tatiana.
DVL is live. We'll bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. Coming up, why this video of Kevin Hart dancing made our stomachs drop. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. But first, the Game of Thrones finale broke records, but it also broke fans' hearts. We're reading your DVL take on the controversial ending next.
Best Fiend.
Guys, let's go and see what the panel's saying. Come on.
Or who? Do you know what that's from?
No.
Say who?
That's from Star Wars.
Who is this?
There's a Star Wars tag right here.
Oh, I wasn't looking at the tag. I was looking at his cute little foot.
It looks like a...
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys remember Furbies? You know what a Furby
Yeah,
is?
I used to love Furbies.
That kind of looks like a Furby, doesn't it?
Wait, so what is that?
It's from Star Wars.
It's a porg.
Is it an owl?
It's called a porg.
It used to talk.
yeah,
Press something.
right.
I don't know. He doesn't have miniature action.
Where'd you find that, Stephanie?
I
Is it in
just.
the back somewhere?
Press his belly.
Oh, it's
Oh,
out.
it's empty.
That's like
or
that,
dead.
that was from a while ago.
Pull Jeff's finger.
So this is a porg from Star Wars.
There you go.
So there we go. I've learned a little bit of something today, but I think he's mega cute. So guys,
Were you a Star Wars fan?
yeah, who loves Star
No,
Wars?
to be honest with you, I watched like all the ones, growing up, but I'm not into like the new ones. I haven't seen all of them.
Hello. Hi.
Are you gonna jump on the panel?
Hi there. Hi. Who's calling? Oh, hi.
Excuse me. I don't. Was he?
Oh, maybe the porg can sit on the panel.
Steph, are you just playing?
Yeah. I'm just like, showing them what a porg can do.
Where are we sitting?
It is Monday. He will. I think he looks like he loves peppermint tea. Do you think? I think he looks. Oh yes, I love peppermint tea. We're all looking a bit confused. Everyone's freaking out.
Where did you
over
find that thing?
on someone's desk. I just
Steph,
stole
Jeff,
it.
Erica, Brandon.
Look at this. This is the kind of production that goes on behind the scenes that no one gets to see on a regular basis.
Somebody's tie-tie.
There's some more. Ooh. I prefer strawberry milkshake. How about you? Huh?
Welcome back to DBL Tonight. Everyone is still talking about Game of Thrones, including us. But right now, a lot of fans aren't happy with the ending. At last check, its score on Rotten Tomatoes was only 57%. That's not good. Let's get to our DBL take. What did you think of the Game of Thrones finale? And Stephanie Jones is joining us because you are a huge Game of Thrones fan, right?
I thought it was because of her accent. Sounded like a character on there.
Kind of.
Okay, cool.
Let's get to their comments.
Not in
Kick it off.
Brandon, London.
That was pretty good.
All right. Missy from Facebook says, I just wish the haters who didn't like the ending would stop raining on the parades of the people who did. GOT haters should all be burned by dragon fire. Ouch.
Wow.
I wasn't really hating on it. I didn't finish it. So I don't want anyone to hit me with dragon fire. But I just feel like it was just something that, you know, the anticipation, I think the hype was too much.
Yeah.
So it was good, wasn't great. All good.
Do you want me to take this, Erica?
Yeah.
I'll take it. Angela from Twitter says, after watching this season of Game of Thrones, I'm so disappointed at how poorly it all ended. I can't believe I waited years for this. I think it's tough to put a button on your favorite show that the anticipation is 2 years in the waiting. They try to put buttons on things. Again, I thought they did Jon Snow dirty, but I thought it was okay.
Ben from YouTube says the show started with the Starks torn apart and ended with them ruling the world. And yet some fans really think they can write a better ending. Nah. Well, Ben, we didn't actually see them ruling the world, did we? We saw Jon Snow was sent off past the wall to be alone for the rest of his life.
He's not a Stark.
He's not a Stark either, no. And so Sansa's claimed, obviously, the North, which I think was always going to happen. And Arya buggered off, didn't she?
Brandon's the king.
Yeah, he's the king. Well, kind of. No, I think, you know, we all knew that the writers stopped writing after the 5th season.
Right.
And so I think, obviously, like, he guided the directors and the producers for the next 2 seasons. And this was the first one where actually he didn't really get so involved. And I think you could really tell it in the storytelling. Yeah. I'm not angry at how it ended. I think the pacing of the last episode finally was better. But, you know, no one's happy when their favourite series ends, are they? Let's be honest. So someone's always going to be unhappy.
Who gets the spin-off?
I mean, I would love a spin-off of Arya if they did one. She's my favorite character, so I'd love to see something like that. But I don't know if they're going to do that.
But apparently they're going to do a show before Game of Thrones.
A prequel.
A prequel, yeah.
Right.
So I'm ready. And also on the 26th, we've got HBO are doing a lovely documentary behind the scenes. So tune in on the 26th to get your GOT fit.
All right, on HBO. All right, the 3rd season, I never get sick of it, of Stranger Things is almost here. Let's get up to Raquel Villanueva. She has a new clip to share the moment.
That's right, Jeff. It's finally summertime in Hawkins, Indiana, and things are definitely heating up in this brand new promo.
And showtime.
Afternoon, ladies.
Afternoon, Billy.
Take the new suit, Mrs. Wheeler.
Thank you.
Stranger Things 3 heads to Netflix July 4th.
We're out of time. Coming up on DBL, Reese Witherspoon can't stop crying, and it's all thanks to her daughter. We'll tell you why after the break.
Welcome back, DBL Nation. I'm Jure for the Slay here with your next episode of Beauty Blast. Today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a little skincare machine that's been changing my life. It's called the Foreo. This guy is the bomb for making sure that you're getting that extra clean skin and to lift up all of that day wear that you might be going through the day with. So, we actually got sent a couple of these to DBL, and I was a little apprehensive at first. I was kind of like, no one's gonna clean my skin better than myself. I use good cleansers, all of that jazz, you know? I even exfoliate maybe 2 to 3 times a week for sure. So when I got this, I had my doubts for sure. But over the last 2 weeks, I've been using this guy faithfully morning and night. And no, this is not an ad whatsoever at all. This has truly changed how my skin is looking and feeling, guys. So how it works is you press this little button here in the middle and it starts to vibrate. Well, a lot of people don't know, but this vibration isn't just a random vibration. This is actually moving in a wave pattern. When you're applying this to your skin, it's actually helping to lift any dirt, makeup, or pollution you might be going through the day out of your skin. This is removing any of that debris from your skin to make sure that you're going to get a clean and smooth finish of your skin. Now, the cool part about this guy is if you travel, you never have to charge it either. The charge is only once every 6 months, I believe, which is great because, once again, you never have to charge it. Who wants to charge something when you don't have to? There we go, guys. So another cool option on here is that you do have a plus or minus sign. The plus sign is going to increase the speed of the vibration. The minus side is going to go ahead and decrease. So you kind of can get more of a gentle or deeper cleanse if you choose to. Now, I just took off my makeup with this guy and it did the job so even, so fast, and it's just within a minute and a half that you have to use. Now, my personal favorite way to use this guy is in the shower, and that's going to be for most skincare devices that are helping to cleanse your skin. You don't want to make...
Welcome back to DBL. It's almost summer. School is out, and a lot of parents are preparing to send their kids off to college. Even actress Reese Witherspoon, her daughter just finished up her freshman year of college. But here's what she says happened when her daughter left for school.
It's weird when your children go away to college. It's hard. And I never imagined how it felt like for my mom, but just seeing her, I might have gone into her empty room, laid down on her bed, and cried when she went to college.
Oh, that's cute.
It is. Like, I remember when I went to, we call it university, same thing. When I went to college, my mum and dad dropped me off and, they spent the day and helped me set up my room and stuff, and then they left. And I never really thought any more of it. They were just like, bye. And then years later, my mum told me how she cried the whole way home, and it really broke her heart. And they actually went out to the car and sat there for like an hour just staring at my window like, is she gone to bed? Is she turned the light on? Do you think she's all right? And I had no idea.
Especially being a girl, I can understand that. My parents were very sentimental the same way. My father, Roosevelt, came to my door and said, sit down, I got something to talk to you about. And then I sat down and he said, you going to college? You think you grown? You can be grown all you want, but you're not coming back to my house if you think you grown. You get pregnant, don't come back. You get pregnant by a basketball player, definitely don't come back. You think that you could pay all your bills? Go home, go find your own place, pay all your bills. Don't come back. Grown folks don't live in their parents' house, so you don't come back. So I didn't come back.
That's a tough love.
The warning.
That is.
I didn't come back. I also didn't get pregnant by a basketball player. Whatever that was about.
That's hilarious.
Follow up after that.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying to
Did your parents tell you not to get pregnant by a cheerleader?
It was the opposite.
Right? No. All right. I went to a prep school before, like a military school before I went away to college. So the night my dad was supposed to take me to prep school, my stepmom was giving birth to my youngest sister, Madison. So he woke me up at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Luckily, I didn't sneak out that night. He came, got me, and was like, hey, go upstairs and sleep with your sister, Jason, who was around like 3 or 4 at the time. And my sister, Tyson, and my little brother, Corbin, were kids at the time. And he was like, your grandmother's gonna come, so just be there, and then I'm gonna have someone take you to prep school in the morning. So that's what that was. And then I didn't see them for like 3 months after that because you couldn't like have visitation or anything.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as good as me getting a cheerleader.
What about you?
No.
What about you, Jeff?
No, you know what, to be honest, when I first went away to college, we were there before all the other people who went to school because I played football.
Yep.
And I remember having like triples and I couldn't even touch my knees when I got out of bed. And I remember calling my mom. I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. And my mom's like really supportive. And for the first time, she's like, you got to tough this out.
Yeah.
And never talks to me like that. Never. I thought she'd be like, come home right now, But then 2 more days, I was fine. But in the beginning, I was hurting, man. I was hurting. But so you need that support.
Yeah.
3 practices a day is what triples are.
It was rough. It was rough. But yeah, you got through it, and I had the best time ever. All right, let's get this last story in, guys. American Idol crowned its newest winner last night. It all came down to the final 3, Lane, Alejandro, and Madison. But the winner surprised a lot of people, including me. Let's watch.
Lane Harding!
Now, I don't know if you guys watched yesterday, but I loved this season of American Idol. For the only reason I really loved it was because of Alejandro. I think that guy was so talented, far above and beyond everyone on that show. I did like Lane, too. I thought, he brought the cuteness factor, the young kid who could get the I feel like such an old, the teeny boppers going. How old am I?
He looks like a mixture of Bruno Mars and Ricky Martin, so I can see why he gets picked because he's going to sell tickets. Like you said, the teeny boppers are they're gonna add him, tweet him. They're gonna.
He was great. Congrats to him. But I mean, Alejandro, you'll see him touring soon because if he shows up in Denver, I'm going to watch his show.
Oh wow!
Great season. All right, guys, that's it. We'll be right back.
You guys, DBL Nation, I've been getting a couple challenges. How fast can you do your makeup? And today we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna start right away right now with a little bit of Tatcha Eye Pro Cream. This guy is going to help for brightening. This is what I use every single day instead of a concealer. It's gonna make sure that I look nice and awoke underneath my eyes. Quick and easy way for anyone at home that doesn't wanna use a concealer to still get a hydrated and brightened finish and actually get some skincare in their makeup. This isn't just a concealer, it's an eye cream once again with a tint. I wear the shade Candlelight from Tatcha Harper, but you guys let me know what you use. Now next, I'm going to use Kosas Facial Oil Foundation. This is amazing if you live in a dry climate like myself here in Colorado. And I'm gonna take this foundation, I'm gonna put it onto a powder brush, and this is great for spreading out coverage. I actually got this trick from my husband, Ty J Banks, I see you out there. And you're gonna just get this even hydrated glow for your foundation. Is this for camera? Probably not, but great for everyday wear if you're working in an office, if you're working just anywhere except for in front of a camera, you should totally have this foundation. I got this about 3 weeks ago and it stays on my skin all day. And notice I'm working with makeup all day as well. I get hot, I get nice and warm through the day, I'm moving around, and still this foundation goes all over my skin beautifully. I barely even have to look at it and it looks like butter, guys. So that's gonna be my Kosas Foundation Oil. Next up, I'm gonna take a little bit of a loose powder foundation and we're gonna blend this guy all over to set that foundation. Now, you might be asking, why are you gonna put a powder on top of foundation or on top of an oil if you're dry? I still wanna set it. I don't want this guy to move all over my skin, so the powder is going to help to make sure that it's gonna stay locked and loaded all day so I have a beautiful appearance, but I still have that smooth glow, okay? Now next here, I'm gonna take a little bit of a cream blush from Too Faced Cosmetics. This is from their Peach collection. And this is a matte cream blush to give me a little bit of color on my cheeks, y'all. Now, on my next step here, I have a little bit of a ColourPop blush and eyeshadow duo. Yes, I am using an eyeshadow for my blush, guys. And to top it out, we're taking a little bit of Too Faced highlighter. And that is a full slay from Jure for the Slay in under 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, and we'll see you next time, DBL Nation.
Welcome back to DBL. Before we go, you guys have to check out this video of Kevin Hart dancing, enjoying himself, and then wait for it. Oh, down he goes. Here it is again in slow motion. But don't worry, Kevin posted it. He's not hurt. He did post these photos of his reaction saying, quote, "My life flashed before my eyes when I went down." There he is.
Oh, man. Somebody hit the floor at my wedding and broke their arm. The first one, I should have known that was bad luck.
Ooh. It happens to the best of us, let's be real.
And I like he's being a good sport about it. I think it's the best when someone falls down but doesn't get hurt.
Right.
All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Happy Monday, everybody.